It's the Howard Stern movie.
Yeah, it's
Really? I liked it.
I don't like Howard Stern.
I like Stern. I don't know. I only got into him more recently because I was just like looking up because back in the '90s, Billy West, the guy who played Ren and Stimpy and like Nickelodeon's Doug. And,
I
like,
know
Fry.
who Billy West is.
Okay, I'm just checking.
He's my favorite voice actor.
Yeah, he worked on the Stern Show for a good chunk of the '90s, and like in fact,
He's
while
also
he was
Philip
doing
J.
Ren and
Fry,
Stimpy.
and half the cast of Futurama.
Like while he was doing Doug, he was doing the Stern Show, and he was like, they would call him up and he'd play like Lucille Ball or like Marge Schott, and it was great shit. And so I was looking up stuff like that, and then I just got sucked into this Stern hole, and I don't know, I like.
Oh God, I don't want to get sucked into a Stern hole.
Yeah.
That could be gross.
I don't know. I like what he's attempting to do. It's less shocking nowadays, but back in the '80s, that shit was revolutionary.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing: he's a dick about it. So
well, yeah.
Anybody does shock jock kind of radio broadcasting, he gets pissy about it and tries to like get it taken off the air, claiming
Really?
they're stealing his work. Yeah.
Really? I mean, the only people I've seen trying to do something close to what he's done is like Opie and Anthony, and they just kind of blow.
They suck. Dude, racist ass motherfuckers.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, nothing pisses me off faster than a racist.
Yep.
And so, for them to be going on, like, I was listening to them because I wanted to hear something, like, I used to love Bob and Tom out of Indiana.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard them, but they were great.
I'm pretty sure I heard a few. I wasn't super big into radio.
Take it in the ass. Get it? In the ass?
You lost visual. Searching.
No, they're searching me.
Oh.
I'm breaking the law.
I see. Heat level 1.
Now.
Heat level 1.
I'm doing this the hard way. I could just easily blow it away.
We lost the visual again.
Oh wait, watch this. There?
And down he go. Goodbye, my friend. But not friend.
Alright, what else do I need to do here? I need to raise
Speaking
the
of
flag.
toppling statues.
There's another speaker. Where the fuck's the other speaker? You see another speaker? The red thingy that I shot?
No. Much of what's going on in this game so far.
So I have to liberate these cities?
Correct, liberating.
By destroying things.
Sure.
Because nothing stops the government faster than destroying a billboard with their
Counterinsurgencies. A winning strategy.
I like this weapon here because I can do this.
Go on.
And I just go... Yeah...
Woo!
Oh, who should
There they are. Hello, friends. Well, not so much a friend.
I'm not your friend, buddy!
I'm not your buddy guy.
I'm not your guy, pal!
I'm not your pal friend. A, B, C, D, E, F, guy. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, buddy.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Someone should have told you not to fuck with me. Oh! Alright, so there's the other speaker. I'm not going that way out of the way for it. There it is.
Woo! Here we go, here we go, here we go now. They're finally here, performing for you. It's the members of... It just looks like a bunch of solo cups stuck to a fucking pole.
Let's see. There's another thing.
Red solo cup.
I swear to God, if you start singing country music.
I mean, shit, that's pretty much the only one I, like, enjoy.
Alright, if you start singing bad country, let me rephrase.
Fair point.
Because there's... I consider that bad country. Johnny Cash, however, is...
Oh, I'll take
good.
some classics.
Johnny
I like
Cash.
Cash, yeah.
Johnny Cash, go down the bayou.
Here's a question. What would you consider Jimmy Buffett?
Buffett? He's parrot rock.
Parrot rock. Okay.
He's he's rock, but he's that stoner rock that kind of didn't really fit any genre specifically.
Right.
He was just doing his own thing.
Because, I mean, I've heard people call him island rock. And I guess
can see
that could fit. Have you ever read his books?
No.
They're hilarious.
Die.
They're basically like... Okay, consider that all of his songs are written in the same cinematic universe, and then his books are written within that. So all of his books are basically connecting all of his songs together.
Fuck this. Oh, no.
Death.
Death. Oh.
Oh! Hey, friend.
Fuck you. You wanna play tag?
You want to get plastered against the back wall?
Is there another gate that I need to open? I died.
Oh, wasted. Wait, that's not this.
Wasted away again in Margaritaville.
It's Pina Colada Berg.
Looking for my lost dispenser of spice.
Do you ever see Club Dread?
No.
It was pretty great. It was like Broken Lizard, who did Super Troopers.
And Slammin' Salmon and Beer Fest.
Yeah, they did between Super Troopers and Beer Fest. They did Club Dread, which was a horror movie, like a slasher movie set in a resort, like based on a guy who was like a knockoff,
Well,
like
based off the name of Club Med.
Yeah, that's the thing. That was a parody, and then like it's basically like a Margaritaville resort, but it's based on this guy who's like a knockoff Jimmy Buffett. And he has a song called Pina Colada Berg.
Uh-huh.
And at one point they're just like, woo, play Margaritaville. And he gets real pissed. They have like this giant fucking like maze that they play like IRL Pac-Man in. And like the power pellets are just like fucking margaritas and like a coconut.
I just love the line of, oh, I have to wreak havoc. Oh, okay. I can do that. But I love the line in Slammin' Salmon where Michael Clark Duncan, rest in peace, says, excuses are like assholes.
Yeah,
Everybody's got one, but nobody wants to admit it. I fucking love that shit.
Michael Clark Duncan, seriously, rest in peace, that guy. Like, he is still the best Kingpin we could have hoped for. Vincent D'Onofrio is fine, but he does not hold a candle to how great Michael Clark Duncan was.
I can't stand Vincent D'Onofrio whatsoever.
No, he's so like cartoonish in what is supposed to be a fairly gritty.
Oh no,
movie.
I'm not talking about that. I meant as
Just in general.
I meant as a person.
As a person. Okay, I don't know much about him aside from like.
I don't know what. I can't stand him.
All I know is like Full Metal Jacket and
What's that cop show he did?
Did he do a cop show?
Yeah, he was like a detective on a major cop show.
Fuck, really?
A Law and Order, one of those.
Oh fuck, maybe? I don't know.
I want to say
My grandmother would know. She's super into those true crime shows.
God.
CSI Cyber, that's one of her favorites.
Hold on, let's find out. Okay,
Let's do some
Mother
research.
What cop show did Vincent D'Onofrio do? Vincent D'Onofrio. IMDb. Good enough. I just realized I'm sitting in a war zone getting shot at. Law and Order.
Tim Tams.
I've never had one.
Tim Tams are mostly in Australia.
Law and Order Criminal Intent.
These are delicious. They're wafers with like a cream filling. It's beautiful. I went to the Vancouver, Washington County Fair, and there was a booth that had deep fried Tim Tams. I mostly know about them because of Mega
Tim
64.
sounds like the name of like a misbehaving British child. Now not Tim Tam. We mustn't act like that. No, Tim Tam.
Well, there's more. Now, Billy, if you don't behave, you won't get a single Tim Tam for tea.
Billy, I know you've been a bit of a Tim Tam lately, but I just couldn't help giving you a gift.
They're fucking delicious. Deep fried Tim Tams were great. Mega 64 constantly gets them in their P.O. box.
Sick, in Helen a couple weeks ago.
Yeah?
We were in Helen, Georgia, the weekend of the Charlottesville incident. And we got, Maddie ordered me some deep fried Oreos.
Ooh.
At my request.
Right.
Fucking no. Just no. I can't. Like, deep fried food makes me a little nauseated. But goddamn, a deep fried Oreo was too much. Like, I thought it sounded great. I was like, yeah! That's gonna be wonderful!
Do you want to know the sweet embrace of death?
Yeah, you are not far off. How much Oh my god! Oh! Whee! That was wonderful! Wonderful! How much more havoc can I wreak?
I'll say, I've only ever had plain Tim Tams. These are mint. So they're kind of like the mint fudge grams, and then they're chocolate coated.
How much more fucking mayhem can I possibly wreak? Or havoc? I'm sorry. I don't like to say I wreak anything because it makes me sound like I haven't showered in a few days. Okay.
I don't have that problem as much. I don't even wear deodorant. Well, part of it is because I'm a hippie kid, and another part of it is that just my entire family, we barely have body odor.
So there's a member of my family, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, that has, like, allergic reactions to most deodorant.
Really?
Yeah, so we have to, like, it turns out that, my deodorant, specifically, is perfect for them.
That, the speed stick style?
No, not the, like, hard gel that is a stick form.
No?
But, the goopy kind that, like, comes out through a mesh, almost.
Okay.
And so, that's what I used.
Okay.
They tried it and they're like, oh no, this is because they have allergy problems with a lot of it.
Right.
And it turns out that's the only kind that was safe. But it turns out it's slightly more expensive than the average
right.
deodorant. So we found out that they make that kind with no additives, just, you know, the deodorant itself. And so we got that and a really nice, let's see, what am I... how much more havoc can I... Is this still part of the police station? Am I still in the police station?
Are you?
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I never got in the habit of wearing deodorant because, like, I think the last time I wore deodorant was sometime in the 10th grade, and nope, it never seems to fucking matter. And part of it is, like, from what I understand, a lot of doctors will say, like, yeah, the only reason most people need deodorant is because they use it, and then their body becomes accustomed to needing it.
I don't know. I just know that I need it.
Oh yeah, sure, there are some people, like, some people, I know at least one person who's needed, like, prescription grade deodorant, like, actually prescribed deodorant because they had such a horrible BO, but, like, me and the majority of my family, for some reason, like, none of us really, unless we haven't showered for, like, weeks, we're usually fine, and
Man,
you
I'm
can't
fat,
even notice.
Right? Like, growing up, I was not, like, I'm not ugly by any means,
Nah.
but I know I'm not, at the same time, I'm not, sexy, right? Like, I'm not,
That is a matter of opinion, my friend.
yeah, but yours doesn't count. But, like, I know I'm not a 10. I'm not ugly by any means. Like, I'm not, and again, ugly is a matter of opinion. But I know I am not what one would conventionally call ugly. I'm not one
You're not svelte, like,
right.
supermodel.
Oh, I'm fat, but I don't...
You're not the ideal, like, thin, ripped body.
But that's just it. Like, more and more these days, that's turning into what people find attractive.
Yeah.
So, I'm not...
People are realizing that the majority of people actually are not going to look like they do in goddamn magazines, so they're understanding that there's beauty in everyone. Me personally, like, I'm pansexual. I'm just kind of attracted to everybody, so I kind of find it's really hard for me to find someone who I don't find attractive in at least some way.
That, it's more, if I find you attractive, I find you attractive.
Yeah.
What does it matter whether, like, like, if you were attractive enough to turn me on, like, why would it matter, like, whether you were male or female or neither?
Who cares?
You know, like, I don't give a shit, like, you're attractive. Everyone has a butthole.
Right?
Right.
Having a butthole is like having a butthole. You got one.
And assholes are like dads. Yours is one. Man, I had a friend. I say had. I'll explain why later.
Oh boy. We just opened a can of worms on here.
She's one of those that, you know, fell for marketing. So the phrase organic means jack shit because there's no like